What is up, everyone? Back with another recording of my Discipline Priest PoV gameplay with another dungeon. This one is actually my first 16 of this little series I want to do. Thought about calling it maybe Road to 2K.io. I don't know. We'll see what I call it or see what I want to do. There's no gameplay sound because I was watching a video, the Titan Force podcast with Dratnos, Tettles, and Trell. While I was running this, and the recording picked that up, so I didn't want to have that on this recording, so it's going to sound really quiet. But let's go ahead and start the video. This one I actually do what I want to do. I show my talents first, I show my Azurite traits first, my gear, enchants, gems, trinkets, all that good stuff, my corruption. This is pretty much everything. New UI setup, so I'm circling there. So I switch because I have, this is regular Blizzard UI raid frame, and I used to have them down here. You'll see in my other 2 or 3 videos. They're down here, but in some dungeons, because it's standard UI, standard Blizzard UI, Blizzard puts usually like a clickable, like a world, something like an action button pretty much here. And it gets in the way of my frame, so I decided, I'll move it over here. And I saw a lot of streamers running these here. I thought, that'd be really useful to have, just to keep track of party cooldowns, and they're nice and neat. So, let's figure all that out. I like this so much more out here. It's just so much better. I wish I would have done that from the get-go. Yeah, got it now, and rolling through a 16 freehold. Yeah, this right here is a good communication between me and the tank. If I would have not known he was doing this big pull, it probably would have key probably would have been depleted because someone would have left within the first 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is actually like a stretch. It would probably been 35-40 seconds before someone would have left. So you'll see here, I feed him a healthy dosage of cooldowns. I believe in my other videos, I actually got pain suppression wrong, and the barrier, the damage reduction is wrong. Barrier is 25%. I think I was thinking about a PvP talent, because I'm pretty sure there's a PvP talent that you use it and it gives it plus 25% damage reduction, and that's where I got my info from before. And pain suppression is only 40% damage reduction. Either way, both extremely valuable tools here. So I start off with a Rapture on him. Because 200%, just spamming 200%, powered shields, good stuff. So I start off with that, that's my first cooldown on him. Get my dots rolling and just spam him with Raptures, or powered shields with Rapture. And then I'll hit him with the pain suppression here. Oh, looks like I already did. Did I get that wrong? Pain's up first, didn't I? Yeah, pain suppression first, and then Rapture. Yeah, that's a better play anyways. Pain suppression, because spamming Raptures, those kind of get swallowed up pretty quickly by regular hits. Let's go back and watch more on our pool. There we go. So yeah, pain stuff is first to start off, boom, hit with another shield or barrier. From that, you want to use, if you see, try to put it where the tank is going or where you think he's going to be, or a safe spot for him to stand where he doesn't have to kite very much. You'll get the most use out of it. And it doesn't only have to be a tank cooldown, it could be a personal cooldown, it could be another party member's just their cooldown, their external cooldown. But with playing with Blood Death Knight, they're kind of known to be squishy until they get into combat a little bit and can build up their, I don't know what they build up honestly, stacks of bone shield, and I think Death Strikes? I don't know if they build up stacks of Death Strike. But that is their main source of healing, so I believe it costs runing power to use a Death Strike. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that. But yeah, Blood Death Knights are kind of notoriously, they need something going into a pull if they haven't pulled in a while. So Death Knight knew his class well, knew my class, that I can provide him with some good cooldowns. And it worked out really well, and this run goes really, really well. It's only +1, but it's better than nothing because I did a 15 freehold with a buddy of mine, and it was going really well. He was playing an alt bear tank, and I just stuffed it pretty bad. I was kind of out of it actually when we were playing, and I'm like, oh, freehold, no, I don't really need to be focused on it. And we get to Harlan Sweet, the last boss, and me and the shaman, Pug Shaman, just ruined the bomb mechanic. I forget exactly the name of the bomb mechanic, but where like I think he's under 50% health, he casts it on every party member besides the tank, and you just have to drop it properly. And like usually the game plan is the 4 people who get targeted with it stack on each other and just move in a straight line, vertical line. And I just was so bad with that. I kind of just ran all around, the shaman ran all around. No one had anywhere to stand properly. I die, the tank dies. We deplete the key at 15 freehold. I was like, well, damn. So it's kind of a redemption key for me, and this being 16, you know, felt good. I'm gonna go back a little bit here. Right to the start of this pull. So I know this is gonna be a heavy pull for him. I should have raptured earlier and started spamming him before he got hit, because you'll see here, Rapture comes in late. He's already down at half health. Rapture's still late. Rapture's still late. Rapture's still late. Rapture is... that's way too late. That's way too far forward. Well, now I'm just ruining everything. But the point's there. I should have raptured him before he even pulled. Yeah, that Rapture should have been up as he was going. I should have dismounted, raptured. So start spamming him with shields, that way he doesn't get that panic. 20% health, and then I get the panic actually. He probably was comfortable with it. But yeah, that was completely my fault. I didn't really notice or pay attention, well, didn't really think that doing these recordings and posting these videos to YouTube is actually going to help me grow as a player, because now I'm seeing myself do all these mistakes and I need to do better. So it's actually really nice. Right there, like, okay, I know I'm playing with Blood Death Knight. He's haven't pulled in a while. He kited we just kited the Lieutenant. He probably didn't have much running power. Maybe I could have seen it here. I should have raptured earlier than I did. My issue with cooldowns is the last 10 seconds, I want to get the max amount of 10 seconds. So I try and time it perfectly, and normally that bites me in the ass. So I need to not do that and just use them, get more use out of them than waiting like I did there. You'll see here. So there's a range you just stand around the perimeter to avoid getting the I forgot what it's called, his Azurite Blast in phase 2. But you'll see out here the mage is just already standing outside the arena. This guy targets, I don't remember who he targets, but I think it might be random, but he charges, brown swirl on the ground, him and the bird go flying. You'll see what happens when you stand outside of the ring when a charge is coming your way, or when you're selected for the charge. See you way out there? And see you later, Mouthfist. Yep. Mage thinks it's funny, because it is kind of funny. No one really flames him, you know. Mistake, you just forgot, no big deal. I mean, maybe if we didn't do this mistake here, we could have plus 2'd it actually, but it's really no big deal. And he apologized for it, so that was good. See, there's that brown swirl I'm talking about. Dodge that. I also updated my weak aura down here. This is my atonement tracker. This is the time left on the earliest atonement that's going to fall off. So out of the 5, 1 is about to fall off in 5 seconds, and it's going to be a stack of 4. So at 4 seconds or less, I change my weak aura to blow this up, so I kind of have like, oh shit, something's about to fall off. 4 seconds give me enough time to kind of see who's about to lose it. And if it's not the tank, then I will decide then, like, oh, is he about to take immediate damage, or is he doing well? He's not taking avoidable damage. Okay, so I don't need to. It just helps me out a lot. recorders are definitely very useful tools. Yeah, this whole fight route is kind of odd. I just had this feeling like there's patrol standing right here, so I just didn't really kite best or bait the green stuff the best, just because I was like, man, I'm just gonna back up, and I'm gonna pull a patrol, and I'm just gonna ruin this key. See there? Put a paint sub on this guy. Put him on. Put on the mage. He's just taking damage. Might as well. You know, BDK. He's up. He's ready to go with his runing power. He can keep himself sustained. And he wasn't really getting hit very hard, so just use the cooldowns. And that was just, you know, kind of lame. Don't think I really deserved that after the fight. Thought I did pretty well, but that bird thought otherwise. Got one last hit in. I switched to this talent, Unstable Azurite, or Unstable Catalyst I believe it's called. Just more intellect. Just gives me more intellect and it procs very frequently. I forgot what the other trait that I had on that piece. Oh, I think it was Enduring Luminescence. Or Sudden Revelation. Whichever one it is that it lowers your cooldown of Powered Radiance by 3 seconds. That one's not as important to me as getting more stats, so I just decided to switch. Before I was running with the cooldown reduction, but I decided, you know, I want to try more intellect oriented. And I've noticed some good results. There's some real good results there with the intellect, honestly. Stacking intellect, I don't know, just seems right, feels good. I don't know if we will see it here, but for some reason my mouse button, I have a 12 button mouse on the thumbs, well 12 buttons on the thumbs. It's a Logitech, I think it's a G502, but it has the G9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all where my right thumb sits on the mouse. And I use G9 for like across all characters to try and make it like a very important spell I need to press. So I was running my 14 under rot. We timed it, but for some reason, like Shadow Mend stopped working, which is on that key, and then Powered Radiance down here is on that key. Just Shadow Mend is my mouse over. This one's just my mouse is off anyone, so I can cast Radiance. It just stopped working. I'm like, what? I thought just my mouse just wasn't working anymore, but all the other skills. I mean, this is a shit show. Bob knows mouse overs worked, everything else worked fine. I'm like, what the hell? So my G9 key just seems to be going out, which is very unfortunate. But before I did this run, I was just spamming myself with heals and trying to figure out what the right way is to press it. And it just had me press it a little bit harder than normal, which took me a little while to learn, but hopefully I won't forget it. I don't remember if you'll see in this key where I kind of mouse over someone and then nothing happens for a little while. That could be because I wasn't pressing my key hard enough. But yeah, this whole pull, I think this pull is not the way the tank wanted it. My mana was not where it should have been at the start of the pull. I think it was at like 30% or something. But I had a feeling this was going to happen. Because too much kiting, too many patrols going around, too many people trying to get out of Sanguine or help with Sanguine. So it turned into pretty much a shit show. And thank God that Shadow Fiend is coming back, and you'll see why. Like this is like, I'm just like this is effed. This is so effed. I'm not even paying attention to these freaking mechanics. I got hit by, I think, like by all of them. Yeah, like I'm just focusing on everyone's health bars over here, and I'm missing these mechanics, these avoidable mechanics. Shadow Fiend comes out. I'm like, oh my god, pop Shadow Fiend. And I start spamming people with atonements again, and make it through it. That was a very sketchy pull. But look at that. You know, a lot of people say, oh, Discipline Priest sucks at moments like that. And normally I would agree, but I mean, the more you play it, the more you kind of like triage better. I really enjoy the aspect of it. Now if I was like maybe a Holy Paladin or a Resto Druid, that probably would have been a whole lot easier. And I probably could have popped Tranquility as a Resto Druid or spam people with hots and double hotted them and then went to DPS rotation or something. Or went tree form. I don't know. I haven't really played Resto Druid since season 1, and even then I was doing like a high speed, like a 4. Holy Paladin with pop wings, Glimmer of Light the whole group, spam Breaking Dawn, and just hope for the best there too. And with wings up, I mean, it's really hard to not do well with wings up. But yeah, just Discipline Priest can do it. It's just, it takes a little bit more, I guess, knowledge of the class itself and then what mobs you're fighting. I enjoy it. It's very fun. Even though I am kind of, I get sometimes in moments where I'm like, you know what, I don't want to play Discipline anymore. I want to play Paladin again. I want to play Warrior again. So I used to main Paladin to start off. Main Paladin because tank, DPS, healer, everything I wanted. I like the Holy Team. And I wanted one of those multi-role classes. And I was like, alright, the obvious choice is Paladin. So I played that when BFA started in the pre-patch. Played it. Didn't really get, it was kind of like my learning class really. And I knew I wanted to tank, so I started tanking on it. That's how I kind of learned the dungeons and stuff. And then I was like, I know, oh, Priest is never played a caster before, and that's another holy class, I guess. Their team is like holy. Oh, that was bad there. That should always be kicked. That's big no-no. Good thing I have Master Spell though. Save the D spells. And we prevail in this fight too. But yeah, back to it. So, you know, I was like, never played a Coffee before, never really played a healer or a ranged character, so I was like, let me try. You know, it's not a holy theme spec or class. I like that, so I make it. And after I'm kind of bored of my Paladin, I actually leveled my Priest to 120. It was a Blood Elf at first, and I unlocked Maghar, Maghar Orb. So they can be a Priest, so I was like, alright, deleted my Blood Elf, making a Maghar. And then I leveled them all the way up, and I actually really enjoyed it. And here we are now. And I played it for a while. I played it after it got its nerfs in season 1, so people kind of saw Discipline Priest as, oh, you guys got nerfed, you guys suck. So it's very hard to get into keys. I think I got like 1.1 KIL I think in season 2. My Paladin was like 1.3 or 1.4. And then season 3 rolled around, and that was when I was really getting into keys again, or starting to get into keys. And I saw how good Prot Warrior was, and I was just like, you know what, I want to play Prot Warrior. And then season 3 comes around and Prot Warriors get their nerf. And I'm like, you know what, I don't care. I actually leveled my Prot Warrior and my High Mountain Torn Warrior from 20 to 120. And played that like probably like 4 or 5 months straight. Just season 3, the only thing I logged into is my Prot Warrior. Played Fury a lot, you know, it was just really fun overall. And then I kind of got bored of that, because I kind of hit a stalling point. I only had all 16 in time, but 15 as Prot Warrior, and it seemed like every group I got into was just shit. I was like, man, I'm done. Like, I just want to play, I'm going back to my Paladin again. Played that for a little while, then circled back around to my Priest, which I've been playing for the last few months now. I consider it my main right now, but I'm like at that point where I've played it for like 2 or 3 months straight, and I'm kind of at a point where I'm thinking about maining other classes. I don't know if any of you guys have that problem, maybe it's just me, but there's that. That whole boss fight we just did, there's something to it where he throws his little brown swirly barrels. I don't know it 100%, so I didn't want to stand in it. I stood in the first one, I didn't pay attention to see if I got a buff, but I know that boss gives like a haste buff. You stand, it's like you catch the barrel, I believe, and then it spawns like a circle. I don't know it 100%, so I just see something on the ground, I just get out of it. Yeah, it would be nice to, I need to learn it, know it more. That way, whenever I do a freehold again, you know, I'll have that knowledge and it'll go by better. But this is probably the sketchiest part of the whole run, just the last pull before the group here, before the boss here. the last few pulled before that boss part is the sketchiest part. Here comes our only death in the whole run. Demon Hunter, super mobile. You'll see it in the camera angle. I think he got hit by this brown swirl, but it's the ground sign, not the target throw. See it coming right here. And boom, deleted. There's a Demon Hunter, there's a swirl. Sometimes it affects, like you look like you might be outside of it, but I don't know. Like the safest place to be is an obvious distance away from being there. Stuff I'm learning still right now. It's about to go off. He's still somewhat inside. I see that foot. Annihilated. I think that's what got him. I didn't check, but that was the only death. Oh yeah, there we go. This guy's got Elite Selfer. 75% hit. It's a healthy hit. But yeah, that was the only death, and the pull wasn't really even that sketchy at all. This is really good kiting by the tank here. Good kiting, good use of CCs and stuns or whatever, slows just to help the tank kite. Use it very smartly, all that open space on the boss floor. Very good way to play that. This tank is very good. We add each other on BattleNet or Battle Tag. Hopefully we can do some more keys together. It was his key, he got a 17 Junkyard, and you'll see at the end of the video. He decided to go play Warzone instead of doing the 17. No big deal, you know. It's just unfortunate. The pug scene usually, I think only one time have I done a good key. It was a 14 with +2 to Seated Borealis. Got the 16, +1 to the 16 bundle, +1 that. And then the 17, I don't think we tried it. I think the group just, you know, disbanded. People let it go, which just kind of sucks. Because sometimes, you know, you run into that, you run into good players and you're like, yeah, let's keep pushing, you know, you guys are good, seem like we did well together, let's keep trying. But people gotta take care of IRL things, or they just don't want to play anymore. So I started adding people on BattleNet, kind of been more forward with that, and hopefully reach out to them later. So yeah, let's run some keys, you just gotta run some keys, you know. Haven't had that luxury yet to reach out to someone and they're like, yeah, let's do it. Hopefully in the future though, we'll see. My IO after this run, I haven't checked it. I've not checked it, but it's probably like 19.8, 1.9, 8, yeah, like 1980, somewhere around there. Yeah, the DH just takes a nap. Takes a nap back there. Like, oh yeah, sorry guys, late to the party, doesn't know. Got killed once, you know, I'm sitting there checking back on my bot and seeing what went wrong, and I forgot to play. This pull is kind of to me it's a little sketchy. I think he should have pulled all that back around the house, because now you'll see what happens here. Just too much sanguine, too much pulling mobs too sanguine. I try my best to go on the other side, push, but I'm putting Grievous on myself. So yeah, that first pack he pulled, he should have, what he's doing now, pulling around, he should have done that. And that way this pack here could be dropping Sanguine here all along this bridge safely. But it's okay. Still worked out well. This really good damage, like this lock. I didn't know Warlocks had this in them. Like I knew they could do damage, but this guy's just pumping. Like he's doing AoE damage better AoE damage over the Demon Hunter. Granted, Demon Hunter showed up late, but still pretty impressive. And Warlock brought Hellstone, so their value, their limited value as seen by the general Mythic Plus public, went up this week due to health stones. I mean, the very high keys, if you watch very high key push streamers, you know, they'll invite, or they'll ask their chat, hey, any warlocks in chat? Need health stones. They'll invite a warlock real quick, take the health stones, and that's it for them. Thanks. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for dropping off the cookies. But yeah, this one pumped. And there goes that mage, man. This is a very good mage. Very good fire mage. Azerlon surprised me because most Azerlon players, some Azerlon players are not very good. But then some of them are like this guy here. He ends up with top damage overall, which I don't think I've ever been with a Pug fire mage who had the most overall damage, because their AoE usually isn't there outside of their combust windows. And I think this guy's played his combust windows very well. He's probably pugged as fire mage for a little while. He probably knows, like, okay, this pack, okay, I see we got 4, I'm gonna combust here. You know, I think that's what happened. I don't know, this guy slammed. This guy just really slammed on this key, and it was really cool to watch. Like, this Warlock is doing better than Demon Hunter too. How am I doing 45k DPS? Man, what? Holy shit. I didn't realize how much damage I was doing. Damn, that was... Wow. I don't know what did that. Because I only have Gushing Wounds and Twilight Dev, and I don't know how much my Twilight Dev just... My Twilight Dev does not hit very often. Like, it procs a good amount of times, but for the amount of times it procs, I don't think it hits that much. Like, I'm thinking to get rid of it whenever I get a good corruption piece to replace it. Hopefully a stat increase is what I'm going for, or I would like to go for. See, like, I Twilight Dev just whiffed it. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. I feel I'm outside that zone. I feel I'm way outside that zone. But remember when that Demon Hunter died earlier? You probably thought the same thing. I mean, boom, smack. I feel like I'm right outside of it, but Blizzard thinks otherwise. Thank God I didn't die there. That would have been really bad. Yeah, I got a big hit. Look at that guy. Oh my gosh. Big hit. I survived it, that's cool. See here, 4 stacks of Grievous, 3 stacks of Grievous, and I had, what, 30% health or mana? This boss is not very hard. The pre-boss to the boss, not very hard. I knew I could heal through it. Easy. I thought about, like, let me eat real quick, we both got stacks of Grievous, blah blah blah. I'm glad I didn't, because I kind of want to test myself here. I want to test the Death Knight, because I know he's got insane self-heal. And Grievous isn't necrotic, where necrotic stacks means less health you're getting. So I knew he can clear Grievous whenever he built himself up. I knew I could sustain him too. So that was a fun little small challenge for myself there. How am I doing 30k DPS? I have no idea, but I like it. I turned around just to see how much room I had before just in case I don't want to pull the big crushers. Yeah, I started off, I did that pull with like 30 mana, and I think I ended it with about 30 mana too, so that was a very easy pull. That's how the patrol he takes off over here. Good play. random barrier on him. I mean, this fight, he doesn't really take much damage. It's kind of like a one-on-one, unless he's doing a shark tornado. But besides that, like the auto attacks, definitely can just heal off himself. But I figured might as well use this CD just because. So I drop a barrier on him early on in the fight. I thought he would out-heal me, but I guess not. The sharp toss, people were reacting to it a little bit late, helping me pad my meters. Yeah, I don't know where my damage is coming from. I mean, I swear it's just like yesterday or the day before. I was pulling maybe 20 to 24k on single target pulls, and maybe like 25k or so on AoE pulls, and I don't know. I do show it at the end. I did remember to do that too, that I wanted to do in my other videos that I forgot. I did show overall meters at the end of this run. So, I'm proud of myself, I'm learning. Hopefully every video gets a little bit better quality, better footage, I guess. Better UI to look at, better gameplay, better commentary on the dungeon and whatever. Hopefully, that's the plan. But here, I'm actually surprised it was a lot less damage went out. Normally with these tentacles, there's a lot more AoE damage. So usually I'll do like a powered radiant as soon as I get in and then start spamming my dots and let them do work, and then I keep my dot on the lieutenant. And then yeah, just keep my atonements out, and usually starts off a little rough. And then it smooths itself out as the fight progresses and the tendrils go down. But this team is very good. Very good team. That's like the most annoying. Being like using something and getting to like 89%, or you need 91, I think, to clear Grievous. Oh man, that's the worst. Right there, I passed my wisdom from the 15 I ruined. My 15p the other day, I ruined it. Learn from my mistakes. And these guys have casual conversation real quick. Let's just talk about my alt and Fire Maiden, how you're doing. That was on accident. For some reason I get it. Like when I go to type, I'll forget, like I'll think I'll click enter, but I guess I don't click it all the way. And I'm like, oh fuck, start spamming keys, I'm like, oh great. Then I second guess, like, do I even want to say what I'm about to say? But the reason I tell them to wait is because you'll see when I clear those things, when I clear them. But don't leave, because look at this. I'd rather really not have, I'd really not want to do this pull. Like we're doing the Spider Lieutenant and the boss. I don't want to do that on this pull that's about to happen. So you just take the extra time real quick, and it's a fish feast. You get your stuff back in like seconds. Top off mana, health. So I'm glad people listen, because normally they're like, oh, low on Grievous, just gotta keep going, portal's down, I just gotta exit. You don't have to exit. You can stay and get ready and then exit. But we'll see, we just crush it. We crush this. I could have painted stuff to start there. Decided not to. I decided I kind of tunneled more into single target damage. I just saw like, oh, gotta go to the Lieutenant. Just take it out first before, I guess, keeping the tank alive, which is not the right play, but that's just me getting into my Discipline Priest mode. Like, oh, I can pump damage, like I just want to pump damage, no limits to do that. On the healer, I should keep, my first goal should be to keep the group alive, and then would be my damage. But it's okay. Everything works out just fine. Like I said, this group is really good. What is this Warlock doing? What are you doing, dude? 105k? I did not see that during the run. Holy shit. What is that food called? Was he talking about... Was he talking about me? Oh, here's what I messed up. So, that was done correctly. That was done correctly. All of us kind of stack up, just kind of slowly back, and no one takes any damage. So that 15 that I ruined, I immediately have the shaman ruined. We were just like, I think it was from follow the mouse, follow the cursor. About all of that was covered in this explosion, and it killed. And then I got hit by his wind blade or whatever it's called, his frontal. Those killed me, and then as soon as I died, the tank was down, and just terrible. But learn from my mistakes and do so much better this time around. Another cannon barrage coming up soon. Got my powered radiance ready. Boom. Oh yeah, get F now. If I get it out, boom. Even probably, that was even better timing because that was more uptime of the atonement. But even so, I'm still spam powered shield just to a shield so it can absorb some of the damage. And there it is. 16 freehold plus 1 chest. Yeah, watch this message here. Freaking told to Gore, man. Just needs delete the dungeon. Delete the dungeon. It's just terrible. I was trying to do my 14 under. I turned into a 15 told to Gore. I was like, you know what? I need a 15 at a time. I was running to my key, no big deal. I'm trying to push a mob. Simple, just out of sanguines. Please get out of sanguines. So, whoop. And as soon as I do it, he just teleports like 2 floors down and starts gaining health rapidly, and we all start taking damage. And he's targetable, but he can't do damage because he's hundreds of yards away from us in the game. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I just left that. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I am not doing this. This dungeon is so annoying. Who knows how many more we're going to run into, other problems we're going to run into. Just Toldegore. Just delete Toldegore, please, Blizzard. Or just fix it. I don't care if it's 2 years later or whatever, just fix the damn thing. So let's talk about my numbers real quick. Talk about the numbers, overall numbers. So there's our overall. To me, that's a good blood death night. Usually out healing the healer. For me, I've ran with a good amount of blood death nights and pugs, and the ones who don't out heal me, usually the run goes poorly, and the ones who do out heal me, usually we time it. Look at this freaking mage. 71k, we'll round up. Over a demon hunter. There's some good AoE pulls, but this guy he just knew what he was doing, man. He's played his class very well. He was able to out AoE DPS of the demon hunter. And even the freaking warlock got, I was gonna say maybe the demon hunter was a little off. He did also either lag or just decide to not play for a good 10 seconds during one of the pulls. And even 25k overall, my last few dungeons have been like 17 to 20k overall. 25, I don't know what happened. I think it's just a very good group. I was able to keep up my Sins of the Many talent, so I was able to have that higher damage output. Instead of having atonements on everyone, I was able to keep the atonements off the team, which increased my damage. And that's probably what it came from. I'm not entirely sure, but well, I'm glad it did. Show the actual overall numbers. Shadow Mend. That's because of Devout Spirit. And I have, you'll see, it's right next to this weak aura, the Depths of Shadow trait, Azurite trait. So it makes my Shadow Mend stronger, and obviously I'm spamming that if I get into an oh shit moment. So that's been my number one for a while. While the resistance to me is good, it's kind of like, it's nice to have in the backup, or in, like as your party starts going down below 50% health, because that's when it starts proccing, storing up the little circular ball of Azurite power. When people are getting below 50, and if they're getting healed by you, it'll release some of that healing into that target, helping you get them over 50% again. And I don't know, it's just very nice to me. It's kind of like a Twist of Fate. It's kind of similar to a Twist of Fate, where it happens under a certain percentage health threshold. But I really like it. The health kind of helps me get out of that, oh shit, people are dying. But that's only for Grievous weeks, is usually when I run that safe Azurite setup. Yeah, Shadow Mend, Helmet critical, Powered Shield, that's usually standard. Smite is a heal. It puts an absorb on who you're attacking with Smite. Check out their damage. So, get out of the way, get out of the way. Purge the Wicked. Okay, so it has a good damage from Twilight Devastation. That's about standard. So I did get actually good usage on my Twilight Dev this run, but that Purge the Wicked, man, look how much more damage it does. Pretty much double my Twilight Dev. That's a Death Throws Azurite trait that increases Purge the Wicked damage. And the more stats you have, the more intellect you have, Purge the Wicked is going to do more damage. More haste means the more ticks it's going to do, the more crit, the more crit chance it's going to have. It's just very good. Like in that talent row, Purge the Wicked is almost always like the choice. I don't remember, I think it's Purge the Wicked, Divine Star, and Halo. Maybe Divine Star, but I haven't played with that since like Season 2, and I just don't ever see why I would want to go back to that. I don't know, maybe I'll get bored one day and just try out different talent setups, just kind of run 10s and see how it works out for me. But yeah, it's kind of standard. Solace, boom, Smite, yep. Gushing Wound, that's so nice. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. That is the end of the video. Please comment if you have any questions about Discipline Priest or Freehold, Raider IO, anything really. I'll do my best to answer. I had a 15 Freehold in my recordings, but I decided to do the 16 instead because 16 is higher than 15. The 15 was a +2, so I can make a video of that one as a +2 if people want it. But I have a Motherload, a 16 Motherload +1 chest, 16 Underrot +1 chest. So I have a 16 Balthazar +1, a 15 Underrot +1. Or no, I have 16 Underrot. I don't need 15. Yeah. So I have like 4, 1, 2, 3, potentially 3 more videos I'd like to post for the different dungeons, and they're at rank level 16. I'll probably get around to those eventually, and hopefully I can get at least a 15, at least +1 chest of all the dungeons. That'd be really cool. But yeah, this is kind of, I think I'm going to call it my Road to 2K IO, or Road to Keystone Master. I don't know. When I started this, I already had a few 15s done in time, so it won't be, I don't think I'll have all of them. By the time like I get Keystone Master, by the time I get Keystone Master, I won't have all the dungeons recorded because I did some 15 before I decided to start recording my runs. But doesn't mean I can't circle back to those runs I already have done and just record those dungeons at 15 or higher. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.